It's amazing when I went back and looked at the number of investigations that have been thrown against Donald Trump. All right. Now, you know the obvious ones, 2 impeachments with failed convictions. Obviously, the January 6th show trial that's happening right now. But just here's a sampling, okay, of what he's dealing with right now. Several lawsuits over alleged 2020 election interference, criminal investigation of Fulton County, Georgia. NAACP filed a lawsuit for allegedly interfering with the 2020 election in violation of the Voting Rights Act and the KKK Act. Okay. 10 members of Congress have signed on. Good old Representative Eric Swalwell is suing Trump in a separate lawsuit over January 6th. Capitol Hill police officers have filed 3 separate lawsuits against him for incitement. 2 Metropolitan Police officers have filed lawsuits for emotional distress and physical damages. The District of Columbia Attorney General Carl Racine, a Democrat, said his probe into who incited January 6th could lead to charges against Trump. His organization, the Trump Organization, under investigation right now by the New York State Attorney General Letitia James, trying to see whether he inflated his property values for investors and then deflated them on federal tax forms. News on that just broke. Get to it in a second. Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg has a similar probe into potential tax fraud and financial crimes. He paused his grand jury investigation in April or May, but says it's still open and he could still file a criminal charge, depending on what Letitia James finds in the civil investigation. Westchester County, New York DA's office launched an investigation in October into whether the Trump Organization misled officials about property values at Trump's National Golf Club. I'm not done. There's the classified documents grand jury proceeding that allegedly led to the raid on Monday morning. Mary Trump is suing Donald Trump for allegedly defrauding her from her family inheritance. E. Jean Carroll has filed a sexual assault case against him in the Southern District of New York. Michael Cohen is suing Trump and others for allegedly retaliating against him for his tell-all book. 6 protesters are suing Trump, accusing his security guards of assaulting them outside of Trump Tower during a 2015 protest. There's a class action against Trump Organization saying they use their business to scam investors. Tenants are suing Trump for hiking rents by inflating prices for appliances. There are more. So Trump gets dragged into a deposition by Letitia James. It's stunning, right?
Yeah, it is.
Dragged in there.
I didn't know
James. That. I know. And most people haven't taken the time to actually look at it because it's too mind-numbing and it hurts your brain. And he decides to take the 5th with Letitia James today, who's looking into whether the Trump Organization committed fraud by overstating the values of some things with investors and destating them or understating them when filing for taxes. Who could blame him? Who could blame him?
No, I have to tell you, I talked about this on the air, and it's really important to understand this because I think people hate him so much. You either love him or you hate him, generally speaking. And that has been in large part due to the way he behaves. And the people missing the fact that he does a lot of stuff just as comedy. But it is also because the press has made him into such a monster. So people just think that they hate him for all kinds of reasons, Twitter and, he's a fascist, et cetera, et cetera. But that's not why they're going after him. They have to destroy him. I'm convinced, Megan, that the Great Reset is the main reason why he had to be taken out of office. When he got out of the Paris Climate Accords, and they knew that they're not going to be able to bribe him, they're not going to be able to extort policy out of him. He's not going to play ball. He does believe in America first, which is the exact opposite of what the state wants to do, and giant corporations and all of the other countries, all the prime ministers, everybody's in on the Great Reset. And so they have a new view of it. It was supposed to go to Hillary Clinton, who was all in. And so all of these things could have happened. He got in. He made us energy independent, which was really a no-go zone. Not only energy independent, but a net exporter of oil. That's going in the opposite direction. Plus, he's saying America first. They had to stop him or the Great Reset would fall apart. That's why when John Kerry and Joe Biden first get into office, John Kerry is speaking to the World Economic Forum saying it's going to come fast and furious. Sorry for that. And it's going to come at a breathtaking speed. The reason why these things are being hammered in right now is because they now realize, crap, people are on to us. They don't want any of this stuff. And Donald Trump is still out there. And if he gets in, we know the gig is up. We know it because he's not only America first, but he's also now personally deeply invested in ratting these people out, finding them, arresting them, or firing them one way or another. And this whole thing is so fragile around the world that if America goes the opposite direction, the whole thing's going to fall apart.
They have personal skin in the game now. It's not just their
Big time.
politics. It's themselves and their own jobs. You think about these people at the FBI. They know they need to worry. Obviously, the people at the DOJ who are political and guided by that instead of the law, they've got to worry. The IRS agents that Joe Biden's about to hire, is Trump going to keep those folks if and when he takes office again? And they all have real reason to worry.
Yeah, and the people that have done wrong and not been punished for it, lying to the FISA court, changing things. None of these people were fired. None of these people were punished. And I don't count on the Republican Party, but I do believe that Donald Trump, because again, he's personally involved, and they have attacked him so much, he lives for the day that he can take those people down. And I think they know that. Everybody knows if he gets back into power, if the Republicans like Mitch McConnell are in, maybe we skate. But if he's in power and you get these Trump people that are in Congress and the Senate, we may all be going to jail.
If you're like me, you're growing more and more concerned about the future. The market's all over the place. Inflation is dreadful at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates are skyrocketing. Market experts say we're either in a recession or about to be. They're using terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. You don't want to hear the U word when it comes to economics. If you want to protect your future, call a precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They can show you how to protect your savings and your retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or inside your IRA or 401k. And they keep it simple. They're the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. And as an exclusive offer for our fans, if you call them right now, they will give you up to $1,500 of free silver and a free safe on qualifying orders. Don't wait. Call them now. It's 866-518-2955. 866-518-2955 or text Megan, which is MEGYN, to 65532. Again, that's 866-518-2955 or text MEGYN to 65532. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.